My worried queen, this love letter is for you, and I want you to read it slowly, not with the anxious rush that has been living in your chest lately, but with the softness you give to everyone else and rarely allow yourself, because before anything else I need you to know that you are not alone in your worries, you are not weak because you overthink, you are not difficult because you feel deeply, and you are certainly not broken because sometimes your mind runs ahead of your heart and pains. Storms where there are only passing clouds, you are human, beautifully human, and the very sensitivity that makes you worry is the same sensitivity that makes you love with a depth most people will never reach. And today I am writing to remind you that your heart, the same heart that trembles at what if, is also the heart that has survived every even if, and that is not small, that is not ordinary, that is strength wearing a gentle face. I know you have been carrying silent battles, smiling in front of the world while inside you question whether you are doing enough, whether you are enough, whether the future will be kind to you, whether the people you love will stay, whether your dreams will finally choose you the way you choose them every single day, and I want you to breathe right now and understand something powerful. The fact that you care this much already makes you extraordinary. Because careless hearts do not worry about becoming better, careless souls do not stay awake at night thinking about how to protect the people they love, and careless minds do not replay conversations hoping they did not hurt someone unintentionally. Your worry is proof of your depth, but it does not get to control your destiny. My queen, you have faced days that tried to shrink you, moments that made you question your shine, voices that were louder than your own inner confidence, yet here you are, still standing, still loving, still trying, still hoping, and that resilience inside you deserves applause, not criticism. You are allowed to feel tired without labeling yourself as weak. You are allowed to pause without calling yourself lazy. You are allowed to rest without believing you are falling behind, because life is not a race you must sprint through to be worthy. It is a journey where even the pauses are sacred. I need you to understand that the future you are so anxious about is not coming to attack you, it is coming to meet the woman you are becoming, and she is stronger than you think. Every tear you cried in private has watered the soil of your growth, every disappointment has carved wisdom into your spirit, every delay has built patience into your bones. And every closed door has redirected you towards something that matches your worth more closely, even if you cannot see it yet. You call yourself worried, but I call you aware. You call yourself anxious, but I call you passionate. You call yourself too emotional, but I call you beautifully alive, because numbness is not strength. Indifference is not maturity, and pretending not to care is not peace. Real peace is learning to care deeply while trusting that you are held by something greater than your fears. My worried queen, I bless your mind with calm, I bless your heart with reassurance, I bless your nights with restful sleep instead of racing thoughts, I bless your mornings with confidence instead of doubt, I bless your path with clarity instead of confusion, and I bless your journey with reminders that you are guided even when you cannot see the full map. May you start believing that delays are not denials, that silence is not abandonment, that growth often feels uncomfortable before it feels empowering, and that you are not behind in life. You are simply unfolding at your own divine timing. Do you realize how many storms you have already survived? How many times you thought you would not make it through but somehow you did? How many chapters ended painfully but led you to stronger versions of yourself? How many nights you cried yourself to sleep only to wake up and still show up for the world? That is not weakness, my queen, that is warrior energy wrapped in softness, and the world needs more of that, not less. I know you sometimes compare yourself to others. Scrolling through lives that look perfect, measuring your progress against curated highlights, wondering why your path feels slower, messier, more uncertain. But let me remind you that comparison is a thief that steals joy from even the brightest souls. You do not know the hidden battles behind those smiles, and more importantly, your journey is custom designed for your soul, not a copy of someone else's timeline. So trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by, and what passes you by was never meant to stay. My love, your crown has never slipped, even on the days you felt like it fell. You are still royalty in the way you care, in the way you forgive, in the way you dream despite disappointments. In the way you choose kindness when bitterness would be easier, and I want you to start speaking to yourself the way you speak to the people you adore, with patience, with encouragement, with softness, because the voice inside your head should not be your harshest critic but your safest home. If your heart is heavy right now, let this letter carry some of that weight. If your mind is loud, let these words be a quiet place to rest. If your spirit feels uncertain, let this reminder anchor you. You are not falling apart, you are evolving, and evolution often feels like chaos before it feels like clarity. Trust the process even when it does not look polished, because diamonds are formed under pressure. And you, my queen, are not breaking under pressure, you are being shaped into something brilliant. There will be days when your worry whispers that you are not enough, that you are too much, that you should shrink yourself to be accepted, that you should lower your standards to avoid disappointment. But please promise me you will not betray your own heart just to feel temporarily secure. The right love will not make you feel like a burden. The right opportunities will not require you to dim your light. And the right future will not demand that you become smaller to fit into it. You are meant to expand, not contract. I bless your dreams with protection, I bless your efforts with results. I bless your fears with courage, I bless your relationships with honesty and loyalty, and I bless your self-image with truth, the truth that you are capable, intelligent, compassionate, and deserving of peace. Let your worry transform into wisdom instead of panic. Let your sensitivity become your superpower instead of your insecurity, and let your heart stay open even when it feels safer to close it. Because closed hearts may avoid pain, but they also miss miracles. My worried queen, the world may not always reassure you the way you need, but let this letter be your reassurance today. You are doing better than you think, you are closer than you feel, you are stronger than you know. And you are loved more than your doubts will ever admit. Take a deep breath, release the tight grip you have on outcomes you cannot control. Focus on the effort you can give today, and trust that the rest will unfold in your favor, because you are not walking alone, you are not fighting alone, and you are not dreaming alone. there is grace surrounding you, there is growth within you, and there is greatness ahead of you. And no amount of temporary worry can cancel a destiny that was designed. For a queen like you, this love letter is for you, yes you, the one who carries storms behind her smile and still somehow manages to glow like the sunrise, the one who pretends she is fine so the world doesn't see how heavy her heart has been lately. The one who lies awake at night thinking about responsibilities, family, future, money, expectations, fears, and all the what-ifs that try to steal your peace. And I want you to pause right now and breathe, because this message is not here to add pressure, it is here to lift it. It is here to remind you that you are not alone in this battle, you are not weak for feeling overwhelmed, you are not failing just because life feels uncertain. You are not behind, you are not forgotten, and you are definitely not unloved. You are a queen, not because you wear a crown of gold, but because you carry invisible strength, because you wake up even when you feel tired of trying, because you love deeply even after being disappointed. Because you keep hoping even after being hurt, because you keep showing up for others even when you secretly wish someone would show up for you, and I see that strength in you. I honor that strength in you, and I want you to understand that the very things that make you worried are the same things that prove how powerful your heart is, because only someone who cares deeply worries deeply, only someone who dreams big feels anxious about the future, only someone who wants better fears settling for less. My worried queen, your anxiety does not define you, your current situation does not limit you, your past mistakes do not cancel your destiny, and your tears are not signs of weakness but proof that your heart is alive and still fighting. And I know there are days when you feel like you are carrying the world on your shoulders, days when you question whether you are enough, pretty enough, smart enough, strong enough, successful enough, loved enough, but let me tell you something with absolute certainty. You are more than enough even on your worst day, even when your hair is messy, even when your plans fall apart, even when you feel like hiding from everyone, even when you doubt yourself, you are still the same powerful woman who has survived every hard chapter before this one, and if you look back honestly, you will see that there was a time when you thought you wouldn't make it through something, yet here you are. Still standing, still breathing, still hoping, still loving, and that alone is a miracle. This letter is not just romance, it is reassurance. It is a reminder that you don't have to carry everything alone, that you don't have to solve every problem in one night, that you don't have to be perfect to be worthy, and that your value does not decrease just because your confidence feels low sometimes. Because a queen is not powerful because she never worries, she is powerful because she continues to move forward despite the worry, because courage is not the absence of fear but the decision to walk through it anyway, and you, my queen, have been walking through so much with grace even when you didn't feel graceful. You have been surviving battles that nobody even knows about, you have been protecting others from your pain while quietly managing it yourself, and I want you to know that it is okay to rest. It is okay to cry, it is okay to admit that you are tired, it is okay to say I need support, because even the strongest hearts deserve comfort. You are not falling behind in life, you are growing at your own divine pace. And comparison is a thief that has no right to sit on your throne, so stop measuring your journey against someone else's highlight reel. Stop thinking you should have it all figured out by now. Stop punishing yourself for not being perfect, because growth is messy, success is gradual. Healing is not linear, and your story is still being written, and just because you are in a challenging chapter does not mean the whole book is tragic. Sometimes the most beautiful plot twists come after the most confusing pages, and your breakthrough may be closer than your breakdown. Your answered prayer may be hidden behind this current pressure. Your glow-up may be forming in the middle of your doubt. My worried queen, your mind is powerful, but sometimes it tells stories that are not true. It whispers that you are not doing enough, that things will never change, that you are alone in this struggle, but those are lies created by fear, and fear is loud but it is not accurate, because the truth is that you are trying your best. You are learning, you are evolving, you are showing up, and that is more than enough for today. You don't need to solve your entire future tonight, you just need to take the next small step, breathe the next calm breath, make the next wise decision, and trust that each small effort is building something bigger than you can currently see. I want you to start speaking to yourself the way you speak to others, with kindness, with patience, with encouragement. Because you are so quick to motivate everyone else, so quick to believe in other people's potential, so quick to comfort them when they are anxious, yet when it comes to yourself, you become your harshest critic, and that needs to change. Because a queen does not destroy her own confidence, she protects it, she nurtures it, she feeds it with positive words and healthy boundaries, and you deserve that same compassion from yourself. Your worries about the future, about finances, about relationships, about career, about family, about expectations, they are valid feelings, but they are not permanent realities, because life shifts, doors open, opportunities appear. Healing happens, and the same God who carried you through yesterday is still working on your tomorrow, and even if you don't see immediate results, seeds are being planted in places you cannot yet see, growth is happening beneath the surface, strength is forming in your character. Resilience is building in your spirit, and one day you will look back at this version of yourself and feel proud that you did not give up. You are allowed to dream again, you are allowed to hope boldly, you are allowed to believe that good things are coming to you, not just to others, and I need you to understand that you are not too much and you are not enough. You are uniquely designed, beautifully complex, emotionally deep, mentally strong, spiritually growing, and the right blessings will align with you at the right time, so stop shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that don't honor you, stop overthinking every little detail, stop apologizing for existing, and start walking like the queen you truly are. With quiet confidence, with gentle strength, with faith in your journey, this love letter is also a blessing over your mind. May peace replace panic, may clarity replace confusion, may confidence replace self-doubt, may courage replace fear, may hope replace heaviness, may joy slowly return to the corners of your heart that have felt tired, may unexpected opportunities find you, may supportive people surround you, May solutions come easier than you expect, may your sleep become restful again. May your smile feel genuine again, may your efforts start to show results, and may you finally see yourself the way the world sees you, resilient, radiant, rare, my worried queen, your heart is safe here. Your dreams are valid here, your fears are heard here, and your future is brighter than your anxiety wants you to believe, so hold on a little longer, keep going a little stronger, speak to yourself a little kinder, trust life a little deeper, and remember that even on the days when you feel uncertain, you are still worthy of love, still deserving of success, still capable of greatness, and still becoming everything you once prayed to be. And one day soon, the same mouth that whispered "I'm so stressed" will proudly say "I made it," and the same eyes that filled with worried tears will shine with grateful joy, and the same heart that felt heavy will feel light again, because storms do not last forever and neither does this season of doubt. And through it all, you remain a queen, not because life is easy, but because your spirit is unbreakable, and this letter will always remind you that you are stronger than your